We're now we're on. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the road to WrestleMania. I'm going to say it, 32. As you know, now before we get started, let me get out of the fast lane real quick and slow down and introduce to you my brothers. Starting from the left all the way to the right, we got the Godfather himself, Glenn. What's going on, man?
Hey, nothing much, man. Fast lane. I do need to slow down myself, constantly running, but it's good to go. Let's talk professional wrestling and on the road to WrestleMania, 42 days out. What's up?
All right, and then Helen, born in Chicago, then he decided to go to Pennsylvania, made a quick stop in Delaware, now resides from Virginia. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike in the house. What's up, man?
What's going on, y'all? The question is, will WrestleMania be like Mike Knox and be hardcore? That's the question. Can it live up to it? I'm ready. I'm not one of those fans. I enjoyed all this road, and I'm going to continue to ride this road until it knocks me off course, at least.
Well, as you know who I am, and you know why I'm here. And so right now, I'm going to talk wrestling with my brothers. I know the last time you saw me live on Fox Sports talking wrestling, it wasn't a good occasion. It was a sad occasion. But that's not the case tonight. Roman Reigns. Did you guys see this one coming? Roman Reigns is going to WrestleMania
Yeah,
for the second year in a row.
I want to hit that one first. I think everybody saw it coming.
Mm-hmm.
The question was, how could they make the fans embrace it and love it that it was coming? It was like one of those things that Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, anybody else, insert the person who can't see, saw this coming. Nothing against blind people, but saw this one coming. You know, like I said, it was about who can make the fans. Can you make the fans feel for Roman Reigns? Could you, Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose, make Roman Reigns look that good? There was not any boos. Now, I don't know about y'all feed or my feed. It seemed like the music was so loud and everything was so loud that it was kind of drowning out any boos that may have came across on TV. I'm just saying. I think there was some boos, but WWE did a good job drowning them out.
I think you can hear the boos through that whole match whenever Roman, did his thing in the match, and especially after he won the match. And like you said, I mean, everybody saw this coming, including Stevie Wonder for the first time said, I seen the light, because he saw this coming as well. And like you said, the question was, how would they set it up? How could they embrace them to do what they did? And I could say this much, I'm not sure about how the fans embraced them. I could say it was a really good match. It was a damn good match. We knew it was happening. We knew it was happening way back at the Royal Rumble when Triple H won. Now it's a matter of time to see if they can sell it. And that's the whole thing. Can they sell that? They got 42 days. Was that 4 Monday Night Raws, 4 SmackDowns? After watching Brock Lesnar on SmackDown this past Tuesday, anything can happen on SmackDown now that it's on USA Network. So, hey, we're on the road to WrestleMania. Don't be mad at the main event you knew was coming. Can we enjoy the ride? That's the question.
Yeah, I think they set it up well. I think only thing my complaints about the match, they built up Dean Ambrose's and Roman Reigns' friendship a little too much. I mean, I know the object was take out the Beast, it was take out Brock Lesnar, but neither one of them wanted to stab the other one in the back.
Oh, please.
It's for the triple threat, by God.
Oh, please.
So, I'm thinking about when they was out on the floor. I'm not talking about.
Of course.
In the floor, y'all after he power bombs Brock Lesnar to the table. My goodness, he got his back turned. Dean Ambrose hit him in the back of the head.
What do you mean? Dean Ambrose attacked him like a man, mano a mano, as his boy, hits him, throws him into the steel chairs. That was perfect.
Look, Mike, if me and you are boys and we going for the WWE Championship, I'm stabbing you in the back.
See, and you know what? That's why, which is role reversal here. You're supposed to be the face, and I'm the heel. Okay. So I don't get that, because in wrestling, when you have the respect that these guys have and they've been in triple threat matches, you get this. You get the I'm trying to find the word where they did engage in combat, but you still have the level of respect because it's your brother. So I didn't, me personally, I didn't have a problem with it. And I love what they gave us in every aspect. Neutralize Brock Lesnar, and we go at it. Hey, we're going at it. He's getting up. Let's go get him again. I thought I told a perfect story.
I'm not telling the story is bad. I think, though, there were some moments where Dean Ambrose, who's supposed to be the Ambrose Asylum,
Mhm.
the crazy one, the one that doesn't care a little bit, the loose cannon, a la Brian Pillman. You know, you could have a little bit more moments where we don't have to just face each other one on one. You know what I'm saying? He did it towards the end with the chair shot in the back. He was already down, but outside the ring, there was opportunity. There was some opportunity. The story could have been embraced even more out there.
That's my only problem with the match was the finish. The only problem I had with the match is like, how could hashtag I'm a Dean Ambrose guy put in work like that, and then boom, after the couple chair shots, it's just the spear. I mean, that's the other problem I had with the match, but not sure where you exactly stand there, Brian Waters.
Man, you know, I was entertained. I knew I would be entertained when I saw that Brock Lesnar was going to be in this match and Dean Ambrose. I loved how Dean Ambrose showed no fear, and all that no fear, he was still getting beat down.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I, I I'm not disappointed in Roman Reigns' performance by any means. I
Okay.
love the fact of the power bomb to the the power bomb to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out WWE Network. Y'all need to fix your connection by WrestleMania. It was a big thing online on Twitter. Everybody's complaining that their feed was going in and out. I know it was one of them. So
Okay.
I believe I saw it happen twice, but I'm not
It
sure.
did. They took out the Spanish announce table, then the WWE announce table, and I was hoping for the
Okay.
German table at that point
All right,
that it
because
would
I
happen.
know it's been a while, and to be honest with you, I mean, you know, when trying to get ready for this show, I'm doing this most of the time. So I'm like, did I see three announce tables or not? But
Mm-hmm.
you did say that I did.
Yeah.
So
I never saw that before tonight, however, the third one. So they're
it's
expanding.
been
They're trying to get their money with the
years.
German. Okay, yeah, I thought way back, but
Yeah.
definitely not no time in the recent memory that I can remember them having three tables out there. But but how we pronounced it, the German suplex, I thought was awesome in that match. Is the Samoan drop German suplex at the same time.
Yeah,
I thought was
I
pretty
enjoyed
cool.
it. You know, I enjoyed the match. Now I just want to see, okay, Roman, what you gonna give me from now on?
Hmm.
What are you gonna give me leading into WrestleMania? See, Corey just joined in. What are you gonna give me? Like you guys said it best. How are you gonna sell me on this? I think a Roman Triple H story is great. I think it's best for business because you have the ultimate heel, and if there's anybody I trust to keep Roman face, it's Triple H.
I just have the one problem with, and again, I'm a huge Triple H mark. Not afraid to say that, especially when I'm joined by the Wrestling Marks of Excellence, on with 2/3 of the guys here. But I just don't think this is one of those WrestleManias again that I'm afraid the fans are going to hijack leading up to it. I just don't think that there's, especially with us knowing this was going to happen. So I hope the fans learn something from your experience. Why pay money to go to these places to boo and things like that? As Glenn said several times, they don't really care. You know what I mean? They already got their money. So at least if you're going to spend your money to go, enjoy what they're giving you, give it a chance, give it a shot. I just don't think the fans will give this shot. Triple H will be as heel as he can be, but I don't think no matter what Roman does, for whatever reason, maybe you can help me out, Brian. How did he go from boos to cheers back to boos?
Because
It's based
fans
off
are
the
fickle. They don't care. They don't care. The point is oh, sorry, it's nephew Corey. Sorry, I'm on the roof. Sorry, I was out. Anyhow, I didn't mean to go in like that, but those fans, majority of those fans, they're there for the show. They're participating. Roman gets cheered. Oh, a couple of cool people are booing him. Yeah, okay, we're gonna boo him. Okay, but I remember I'm a Roman fan. I'm gonna cheer him. It doesn't matter. They're there to have a good time. Roman's gonna be cheered at WrestleMania because, like Mike Knox just said, Triple H. If anybody can keep Roman face, it's gonna be Triple H.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you. I think the majority of the fans are going to cheer Roman Reigns, because in that 100,000 people that will be in Texas Stadium, AT&T Stadium, there will be Roman Reigns fans. My thing is that you hear it all the time with these wrestlers. The arena's going to be so huge and so big. It will be, will you be able to hear the boos on TV or cheers on TV because of the sound being drowned out. I think he will get cheered. I think Triple H. Now we've been talking about it for the last 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes. It's how he stays face and how Triple H stays heel leading up to this WrestleMania, which is the key. How much heat can Triple H get, and how Roman Reigns can come out looking like $1,000,000 as being the babyface? Will they? The question is, will they touch each other? Me personally, they don't touch until WrestleMania. They don't touch each other. They don't fight each other. They don't get involved with each other. Not until WrestleMania.
Glenn, I'm so glad you brought that up. One of the things I realized tonight when the match, as soon as Triple H music happened, I realized, wait, we haven't gotten a Roman versus Triple H match. Um, and that's the thing in wrestling that's a lost art is we get these matches like AJ Styles and Jericho. We've already seen it twice. We leading up to Austin and Rock, they did not have a match with each other. Leading up to Undertaker and Kane. Now, granted, with Austin and Rock, they had matches before, but on that road to WrestleMania, they didn't have a match with each other. Leading up to
which road though? Which road?
come on, Corey. WrestleMania 15. Come on.
Okay, okay. I was making sure because there's been a couple of times they had some tag matches in there thrown in there.
I'm talking one-on-one though. This is what I'm talking.
Okay, but okay, we can give you that. Okay.
On the road.
I mean, when I say don't touch, I mean
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Don't touch at all. You know, but like even Undertaker and Kane, they didn't have a match, and it was one-sided. So this is the thing. I don't want to see them have a match at all. I don't want to see a tag match. But like you also said, Glenn, don't let them touch each other at all. I don't think that. I think they will. I think it'll be a couple of beatdowns. You might see. It's no real authority the way it was before, as opposed as having a whole group. But you might see somebody like the League of Nations beat Roman down, and Triple H might hit a pedigree. I'm hoping we don't get that. I just want to see. I'm interested to see this road to WrestleMania.
Hey, I'm gonna ask the Wizard a question. Yo, Wizard, do you think?
Yep.
If this is for the Wizard, and any one of y'all got the answer. But if they don't touch, that means Roman has to be verbal. Can he carry it the next 4 weeks? I don't put him on SmackDown. I'll just let him. He be a Raw man for the next 4 weeks. SmackDown wouldn't be his show. I wouldn't see.
Well, only thing is though, G-Lo, considering we got 6 weeks, he's going to be on SmackDown a couple times. He's there. He's right. It still counts in the fact that they're kind of thin, and with them being kind of thin, he's gonna have to go ahead and be on both shows, man. He's gonna have to be.
Yeah, but then his promos better be on point to keep people excited, because as soon as he talks and opens his mouth, it's like a girl that you think is all beautiful, you like her, but as soon as she opens her mouth, you turned off, and then that's how Roman Reigns is. You know,
well,
Roman Reigns,
I
he looks $1,000,000.
I know. I don't see this being a good thing. I think the best way for this to happen, I'm totally against what you're saying there, G-Lo. They got to go in some kind of a way, which I don't know how. This is just what I think should happen. The way Orton and Triple H was at it. It got to get personal. It got to get deep. It got to get physical. Because it's the only way to engage the fans. The fans cannot be engaged by this by Triple H talking at the beginning of Raw, having Roman do all kind of things to tire him out, beat him up, 5-on-1 matches, which are going to happen, okay, more than likely. Those kind of things don't need to happen. What they need to do is get very, very physical, very, very personal. It's the only way to build over Roman like you kind of did before. You got to make the people feel bad that he's getting beat up by sledgehammers, that he's getting jumped on, and Triple H is coming out pedigreeing him every single chance he gets, and Roman doesn't get over himself and the beatdown until WrestleMania. Not the Raw before Mania, which typically always happens because that's what you want to try to sell it. The good guy got his chance back. But it got to get physical.
Or you give him a road, and I can't remember. Wizard probably help me out. You give him that build-up where you show Roman Reigns he disappears. Not disappears, but he's working out every week. You know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately, we're in time frame now that we're pretty much, what's going to happen is that we're pretty much in a state where he's so featured on TV now, to take him off people are going to want ticket sales back. They're going to be like, okay, I paid to go to Monday Night Raw to see Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
That's just the time that we're in now. So unfortunately, that's going to fly.
Hey, give him the dark match though. Cena did a couple times where Cena wasn't on Raw, wasn't on that Raw leading up to Mania, but he was in the dark match. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I can't remember, just me off of my memory, which isn't the greatest. I can't remember Cena never being a part of a leading up to WrestleMania. But hey, we're gonna find out. We got a lot of stuff to go through tonight, Brian. What's up next?
Man, all right, I gotta go right into it. Instead of going exactly with the Divas Championship, I'm going right in Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch defeating Naomi and Tamina. Am I the only person that saw this actually going the other way?
No, I actually thought it was going to go the other way.
Go ahead, nephew.
Especially because I don't see where the benefit of Sasha and Becky winning is. Because they're going to be featured in WrestleMania anyway. So, the bone could have been thrown to the time. I guess if you're not going to do anything after that win anyway, I guess it makes sense writing-wise not to give it to him, I guess.
I thought the writing was on the wall, whether you thought or whether they thought she was ready or not. I think you did Team Bad a disservice by them not winning this match for the reasons you said as well, Corey. But I thought it was a perfect time to bring up another family member by bringing up Nia Jax. I thought it would have been perfect for them that way. Naomi still gets the backup. It still makes sense. It's still family over everything else. Sasha really, wasn't really family and things along those lines. And again, I think Naomi yet again is getting the shaft, no pun intended, or maybe pun should be intended, and how they treat her here. I just don't get it. I love Sasha Banks, but y'all know me. Y'all know me well enough that once everybody starts loving somebody and forgetting about the other people, I tend to stop loving everybody that everybody loves. And I love Sasha Banks, and I hope that I don't lose what I have for her to go. But I just think, to make everybody better, you cannot forget about girls who have paid their dues, girls who can still go in the ring, and things like that. How do you forget about Naomi? It doesn't make any sense. She goes over in this match. They go over in this match because the other ones make, like you said, what's the purpose?
In my opinion, Naomi went over in this match. She had some good work with Sasha Banks. She hit the ring in. As a matter of fact, I was impressed with Tamina. Tamina got a lot of ring time. We haven't seen that in a while. So I really think both of them, Naomi and Tamina, got over. Didn't mean they have to get the W. We know that I like the fact that they didn't get the W, and I'm gonna tell you why. Same reason is 4 weeks. We got basically 4 weeks, 6 weeks. 6 weeks. 6 weeks to WrestleMania, right? It's enough time to put the dissension between Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks for them they don't have to win tonight to add dissension in the ranks. You see what I'm saying?
No, I don't think dissension should have been brought into the ranks either, and you could have broken them up another way also. And for myself, who says in today's wrestling, winning matches really don't mean anything. It's the story. In this case, I think winning a match would have been the story.
They got over. They did everything.
I don't think they got over, because to get over, I'm gonna tell you why they didn't get over. Because I am never a fan of when other talent makes fun of other talent. And when Naomi did her little kick thing, which I thought was unique and new, there goes Sasha Banks on the curtain, on the apron, making fun of her after it was over, and the crowd over on the other side of the ring laughed about it. Things like that I pay attention to, and that's why they should have won the match.
Well, when I looked at this is the thing. I figure if Naomi and Naomi and Tamina would have won the match, that would have led to Naomi being a front runner. I'm gonna just put it out there. Sasha's gonna win the title. And this is not fact. This is me stating it as a bold statement. Sasha wins the title.
I'm gonna say fact.
And I would have said that, hey, this sets up for a Naomi Sasha feud. I already beat you once. Now you got the belt. Now I want to come for the title. So that's the reason why I thought it was, all right, they'll win. Sasha and Becky, they won't, even if they didn't break up tonight, the dissension would start being there. I understand what you're saying, Glenn. You do have enough time. I agree. But I'm just worried that it's just, and I know they got over as far as in the ring. I'm just hoping that the characters stay over for the next 6 weeks. And I'm hoping that we get a second Divas match at WrestleMania like we did tonight.
No, I don't think they'd be on the card. Not in the match.
That's not fair. I swear.
That's why.
That is not fair.
So they could have. So that way they win the match. They're all for WrestleMania card, unless that big match that some of us have speculated and some of us don't think will happen with the Divas title. Okay, that would be her argument for the Raw or the whatever down the low. Well, you know what? I beat you. How are we not on WrestleMania card? How come we're not getting this? We're getting shafted.
I just don't think it's fair that if they, they've been. I understand, right now, and I know I'm in the minority of this, but right now the WWE NXT Divas are the flavor. They've been the flavor of the month since they've been on the roster. I get that, but let's not shaft your Paiges and Naomi's. Let's not act like they can't work. Put them on the card. Don't leave them off the card. That's what I'm saying. You got a 4-hour show. You put 2 wrestling matches on the card tonight. You have a thin roster. It's a perfect time where, hell, you could even have 3 Divas matches on the card.
Now I think you're going a little bit too far.
I'm always going.
At best, you're going to have 10 matches on the WrestleMania card.
At best. You're going to have 8, 7 pre-show and the dark match.
The most you'll get is 10. You won't get any more than 10, and you won't get any less than 8.
Well, you're gonna get. I'm gonna go right now, so you're gonna get 8, no more than 8.
Okay, so I'm listening.
You get 10, and so you gotta look at. You gotta get.
There's at least 45 minutes of fluff.
You gotta get Nick. You gotta get the main event, Triple H and Roman. You gotta give them time. You gotta get the Undertaker on there. You gotta get Bray Wyatt on there. You gotta get Sasha Banks, Becky, and I'm gonna call it Charlotte on there. You may not have room. They may get on the pre-show. You gotta get a tag team match on there somehow. You got to get the Dudleys and the Usos on there.
All part of the same match you just mentioned. They're not gonna separate that. They're not gonna give the Usos and the Dudleys a separate match from the titles. That's not gonna happen at WrestleMania. Yeah. I bet you the hairs on my legs, I don't have no eyebrows stuff, I might have to shave.
You're already getting ready to shave your eyebrows.
Right.
Dudleys and Usos will get a table. Dudleys and Usos will get a separate match. Other than New Day will get a match. I'm telling you now. Dudleys and
Usos might not make the card. I'm sorry. They might not make the card. It's 6 weeks, dude.
Thank you.
They might fight before WrestleMania.
Exactly.
Like, really.
They're not going to be on that.
They're going to fight before WrestleMania.
All I'm saying is, like I said, it's not fair. That's all. It's not fair.
Life ain't fair. Shoot. And neither is the WrestleMania card.
It's guess what? WrestleMania 32 will be garbage.
I'll make the point of almost agreeing with you, Brian Waters.
I hope it's not. I never want. I don't root against WrestleMania. Let's make that clear.
Let's proverbially, pray.
I thought 31 was garbage, and I had egg all over my face, and I'm hoping that I have those same eggs, preferably brown ones, from the store, that all over my face at the end of that night of WrestleMania, when Roman Reigns is standing tall with the belt.
As of right now, 32 looks like WrestleMania 9. 11. 11, thank you. Looks like WrestleMania.
I saw where you was going.
That's an over-exaggeration. Sorry. That's an over-exaggeration.
I totally agree with you. That's over-exaggeration right now.
How? What right now? What? Let's keep it real. Let's be honest.
Yeah, let's keep it real. Go ahead. Let's keep it real.
Let's keep it real. We have no idea. The WWE is the biggest. Their biggest problem is the WWE is the WWE. You have someone that all of a sudden now, I love the fact that the internet wants to speak on Wade Barrett, but you guys didn't like him so many months ago, but a waste of good talent. They're wasting the Wyatt family. They have no direction right now with WrestleMania, with the majority of the bulk of their top stars being hurt or coming back against. Let's keep it real. Cena versus Undertaker, if that is to be happening, sells nobody. It's just Undertaker. Undertaker has no sell no more, in my opinion, at WrestleMania because he lost his streak. So you're gonna be.
You're the same guy a couple weeks ago wanted to see him versus Sting, and that was a selling point.
Hold on. You're gonna tell me that Cena Undertaker looks better than Cena Sting? Y'all both need to put down the booger sugar.
Absolutely.
There is no way you can. Oh, golly. I thought you're supposed to be the Godfather and you're supposed to be the Wizard. Right now, you're the grandson and you're the and I don't even have the word right now. There's no way that makes more sense to wrestling fans than Sting and Taker. None at all.
Okay, you get Sting and Taker You get that novelty act in 3 minutes.
That's what it's about. But that's all it's about. That's all it's about. It's not about anything else. You've been to multiple WrestleManias. It's about
3 minutes, okay?
It's about the moment. It's always about the moment.
In 3 minutes, okay. After the stare down, I'm sorry. I'd rather see Cena and Taker than Sting and Taker. I'm sorry. That moment for me of seeing Sting and Taker has been long gone. Sting and Taker right now, pass. I'm good.
That's the way I think. I've been saying that. You go back to the past Wrestling Marks of Excellence shows. I've always said Cena and Taker need to happen.
Why?
I said it for years.
Why?
Why? Because it's like Hogan and Rock.
Hogan and Rock made a lot more sense than
I
Cena
wanted
and Taker.
Cena to break.
They've wrestled before. Hogan
Cena
and Rock.
Taker is basically the same thing.
Hogan
Cena
and Rock. No, it's not.
Hogan and Rock.
It's not for one simple reason and one simple reason only. The other two never touched each other, never wrestled each other. We've seen Undertaker and Cena multiple times. One of the great storylines, which people forget about, that rap in the cemetery.
That doesn't exist now. It doesn't exist.
If I remember it, it exists. That means other.
No.
Yes.
98% of the fans in the seats right now do not even know Taker and Cena have ever even touched each other 13 years ago.
You're insulting. I insult wrestling fans on a daily basis, but you just really insulted their intelligence saying they don't remember Cena and Taker?
It's business. Those people in there now don't know.
Brian, put a poll up and see how many people remember that Cena and Taker touched each other 13 years ago.
No, you put a poll up.
The poll is skewed. We're not going to do that because it already gives it away that they touch each other. People are going to say yes just to be cool. That doesn't even count. The point is that for the people that are in those seats right now, those people that are buying those front row seats in their family of four with the mother, the father, or whatever kind of family combination it is, and the two kids, they don't even know that Cena and Undertaker even fought before. They don't know Cena was a rapper. They don't know Undertaker rode on a bike. So you can cut that right now.
No, you can cut it. There's no. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna. No, there's no. I'm sorry. I am not in the business of calling my brothers a retard moment. Put the booger sugar down. This is
we're
me. This
we're
is
not
me.
the same type of fans of what's buying in there now.
You're missing the point. I'm not talking about what sells now and what sold before. That's where you guys want to go. You want to talk about money? Then fine. That's not where I'm going. For you to say that's like saying nobody remembers that Brock Lesnar suplexed the Big Show on SmackDown and the ring broke. Really? Stop it. Stop it.
No, what I'm saying, but what you're missing is that
I'm not missing it. You're trying to sit here and tell me that the majority of the front row seats of WrestleMania are families of 4 and 6. No, they're not. They're freaking marks from over in the UK. They're marks from Japan. They're marks from Wisconsin. They're wrestling.
Yeah, but they don't care. They don't care. They don't care.
No,
they're not sitting there talking about 13 years ago.
You're missing my point. I'm not saying who cares or who doesn't care. I'm not saying whose point is valid and whose point is not valid. I'm trying to tell you that wrestling fans remember that. And for you to say that they don't remember Cena rapping is asinine. I've said it. Asinine.
All right. One at a time.
Love you, man.
No, because what I'm trying to convey to you is that the average people, that not just the people that are in the arena, because that's already sold within itself. Remember that. That's already going to be sold regardless. What I'm saying is your average fans for your everyday that's going to be buying WrestleMania, that's not going to be in attendance, most of those people don't remember that. Remember, WrestleMania is to sell to an entirely new audience other than what they already have. They already got us.
You and the guy have been hanging around each other too long.
They already got us. They already know we buying it.
I got that. I got that. But WrestleMania is not sold to just a new market. I'm sorry. For you to, out of 100,000 people that are supposed to be there, out of the one and only I've been to that had 72,000 fans, I guarantee you over 50,000 are us, not my son and my wife.
But that's there. That's what I'm trying to say. That's there at the arena. There's a whole nother millions and millions of people that are viewing in. And there's a whole bunch of millions and millions that are showing up to these parties for WrestleMania that don't watch the product, that ain't going to remember that Cena was doing this or Cena was doing that. And if they do remember, they don't care because they're trying to see what are they doing now. So it's not going to make a difference. Cena and Taker now is better than Taker and Sting. Now,
Not at all. But
you're gonna do Taker and Sting.
we can just disagree, but not
Agreeing to
Okay.
disagree.
not at
We
all.
gotta move on. We gotta
Not at
move
all.
on.
Okay.
Let's stick with what the original part of this show was, and that was the talking about the beautiful ladies of wrestling. So we're gonna go right into actually no, not that.
Venus or Charlotte?
We're gonna go right to Brie and Charlotte. I want to know what did you guys think of the match? We saw Brie Bella come out there honoring her husband, who he was honoring the late Bruiser Brody when he wore the furry kick pads at WrestleMania 30. Brie, of course, honoring Daniel Bryan because that was his biggest night in his career. If you're in his WWE career, without a shadow of a doubt, when he won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, which he never lost. So we were looking for, well, she was looking for an opportunity to maybe get the same type of luck that he had, and that was leave with the WWE. She wanted to leave with the WWE Divas Championship. Unfortunately, she did not. She fell short to Charlotte. Did you guys enjoy this match?
Yes and no.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yes and
I
no.
thought it was good.
I enjoyed it to a point. I'll let you guys go first.
I thought it told a good story. I mean, my thing was, she's out there wrestling. Of course, now she's always gonna get the sentimental favorite because of who her husband is. Because it connects, everyone knows against her. I think WWE did a good thing by allowing her to have a good showing, but I think it was great that she didn't win the title. There was no need for her to win a title. She's already got the reaction of the fan. We know she's not gonna be there for long. And what's the point of her winning the title for maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and dropping it back to Charlotte anyway? Don't mess up a WrestleMania moment for emotion and value of one person. And I think that was my thing was, please don't give Brie Bella the title because Daniel Bryan died. And I'm glad they didn't. Good match, told a good story. Let her do what she needs to do for the next couple months and then go home and have babies.
Well, I just want to tip on what you said right there. If they wasn't going to give the title to Jerry the King Lawler in 2011, they should not have given this title to Brie Bella.
Just good for Brie, and good that the company threw her in this match, which she had no right to be a part of in the first place. For the respect of her husband, which got shafted for so many years, and then when they realized that his potential, it was too late, too little, too late. But everything that you said, Glenn, I concur. See, there are wrestling fans that follows at Wrestle_Summit. We do get along some of the times we say things, but yeah.
Shut up! I don't like you.
Well, I don't agree with what you just said that she didn't belong in this match. She belonged in it just on the simple fact that Charlotte needs a warm-up match before WrestleMania.
Oh.
By the way,
Don't
just to let y'all know,
that.
at Wrestle_Summit, anytime we tweet about Naomi, gets a lot of retweets. Fans love Naomi. That's all I'm just saying. She deserves to be at WrestleMania. But go ahead, Corey. Didn't want to interrupt what you're saying.
Well, I mean, yeah, Naomi's cool, but Brie Bella put the point of Brie Bella being in that match was much along the lines of what you all just said. It was a respect thing, and I think the better reward for her was not even winning the championship, but going out there and putting on a good match. Because the easy cop-out was for people to start jumping on her if she would have won the belt, saying, oh, she only won because her husband retired. No, she went out there and put on a really, really good match, which nobody can deny, because people will still try to go out there and say, oh, she did. No, she put on a very solid match with Charlotte, and it made Charlotte look good, it made her look good. And kudos to her for, making Charlotte look like a credible champion. Yeah, I said it. She made Charlotte look good. Charlotte is great in the ring, but she made Charlotte look good tonight. She did.
No, stay right there, Corey. How you feel about Charlotte's title reign so far? How you feel about, because you said credible champion, so I just want you to elaborate. How do you feel about her as a champion?
You know what? I thought they were dropping the ball on her when they first gave it to her. I said, she's just kind of dry. And I like Charlotte, and I was like, they're kind of making her dry. Them adding Rick was the best thing they could have done. And turning her heel, I love Charlotte's run now. I love it. I do.
I have to agree. Glenn?
I mean, I like her run now. I like the fact that Rick is there. I mean, anytime you put the 16-time world heavyweight champion there, it's good. When she was a face, it was blah. Let's be honest. And I don't
Yep.
think a lot of that. I don't think a lot of that was. Some of that was her, and some of that was who she was facing. Paige and people like that. Now with her being a heel, come on, your dad is the dirtiest player in the game. You should always be a heel. I liked it when she was in NXT. When she was doing things that was kind of contrary to the good girl stuff. Some people can definitely just be heels, and I think Charlotte is a good heel. And let's be honest, I've been saying it on this show for weeks and on our show for weeks. They need to be a fine line in the Divas division who's a heel and who's a face.
Hmm.
That's what wrestling's all about. Good guy, bad guy.
I agree. I think when you're the daughter of Ric Flair, all you've grown up to know how to be is a heel. So
Yep.
I remember, Brian, you mentioned a few times before about the one separation with Naomi was how she said on Total Divas she didn't like to be a heel, and sometimes how it still comes across as her being a heel. She kind of still looks uncomfortable.
Hmm.
I think Charlotte was that role as a face. She looked uncomfortable in it. She never was a heel. I mean, never was a face. Everywhere we've ever seen her, well, at least on this level in NXT and WWE, we've seen her as a heel and portray her as a heel, and I think she wears it real well. I think she makes the facial expressions. The story she tells in the ring as a heel, I think is really good, and I think is one of the best. And that definitely, we've all been asking for that for a while as well, Glenn, is we got to know who's bad, who's good, who's heel, who's face. So I think her title run is much better now. I'm not sure about the Ric Flair adage to it. I know it gives a nostalgic feeling to have Flair there, but I would like Flair for them at this duo to be a little bit more interactive. I'm wondering. I know it's only but so much Flair can do against ladies out there. It's not like he's managing men. So the kisses and the pulling of the legs and the faces that he do is about the best you can get out of it. But besides that, I like it overall.
I've said this time and time again. I even think Charlotte looks better, is more attractive as a heel. Just the way her demeanor is. She's got that arrogant look, and I just think it's great. I think it's best for business for her to be a heel. Moving on. I know we got running out of time here. Which many might say was the match of the night. AJ
By far,
Styles
by far,
defeating Chris Jericho. What's everybody's thoughts on this match?
5-star match.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like how WWE, and I mean this not sarcastic. I literally like this how they effectively killed off the Styles Clash. And I say that as in for not taking anything away from Chris Jericho, but for Chris Jericho to be kicking out of it like legitimately, and AJ Styles winning with the calf killer, that just makes it a little bit more of a justifiable move to get him away from the Styles Clash. I mean, it's just not a move he's going to be pulling off all the time. I think they should just let it remain special. But if they killed it off tonight, I don't mind that at all. I'm behind that.
I thought it was a 5-star match, especially for one Chris Jericho, who my only problem with the match is I wish this happened sooner. And I like how Michael Cole spoke on how wrestling fans had dream matchups because I would like to have seen it as a faster pace and both these guys' primes. So, but other than that, what we got, I mean, they really put on a heck of a story. My only problem with the match is, and I know I kind of got on Jericho on the Soul and Sports, which you can catch each and every single day, Monday through Friday from 5 to 7 on Fox Sports Radio 1340 AM Hopewell.
Keep up.
But it's not because we pay for it. But the tap out, you know what I mean. So I would have in that moment. I get everything you're saying, the Wizard Corey there, and I know they're trying to get away from that Styles Clash. I didn't like seeing Jericho tap. I know he's there to put the other guys over, which he's doing. In my opinion, nobody's done it better than Jericho next, other than John Cena. In my opinion, I said it. Sue me. I believe that he puts a lot of people over, despite what people say. I wouldn't like to have seen him tap.
I think the tap was the point to get the submission move over. The style clash is what everybody likes to see, and I'm thinking he'll still keep it, but at the same
I've
time,
never been a big fan of that move, by the way.
he has something else in his arsenal. And I know go all of you go about it. If you listen to his interview with Chris Jericho on Jericho podcast, he talks about the submission move and what they're going to call it. He watched some of the stuff in New Japan. He used that more so than he used the Styles Clash. So, coming back to the United States and bringing it into the United States audience is something that everybody, because let's be honest, AJ Styles is recreating himself in the WWE.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So most people, just like we talked about earlier, some hardcore fans know AJ Styles Clash. Now he has new people who don't know AJ Styles, that he go different arenas. People can Google him and research him, but they don't know him. You know what I'm saying? So he has the opportunity now to recreate his image and who he is, and by doing a new move, having an arsenal of different moves and different finishers, which is a great thing to have going into a new place where people don't know you, and beating a star like Chris Jericho, making Jericho tap is great. So now he can move on to whoever his WrestleMania opponent is going to be. I personally, I'm going to say it here first, it will be AJ Styles, Kevin Owens at WrestleMania.
Absolutely. And you didn't say that first. Nephew Corey said that last show.
Yep.
I remember that last show.
Thank you. As long as somebody said it.
No, because you know me, I steal stuff. So I tell you when I steal it, who I stole it from. I mean, so that's how I want to say that's how I know, because once he said it, I've used it every time I've talked wrestling.
I honestly don't remember. Sorry, I apologize for not saying.
It's okay. Last show you was running late and coming late, so we got you. We understand. You may not have been here for that part.
Gotcha.
Well. AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, WrestleMania.
My bad. Go back, Brian. What's your thoughts of the match on the Jericho AJ Styles?
So this is the type of wrestler fan I am. Once I seen the match the first time,
I knew it.
it depends on the characters. All depends on the characters. But I mean, I won't. Nah, I was thinking maybe I'll go back and watch it again, but they'll probably give it to me 3-4 months later. I watched it, I enjoyed it, but I wasn't that wasn't the only thing I was paying attention to. I was getting things ready for the Tonight Show.
Right.
We had Kobe and against Derrick Rose. Where you can follow Fox Sports right there.
Right there.
Get all your content. Sports.
Right.
So
all pointing the wrong way. Stop.
Right. I'm trying to find it.
I was over top of my lower third.
I'm trying to find it. Right there. Right there. Found it, Corey.
So but I was getting ready for that. So I mean, I enjoyed the match. But I honestly can't tell you if I thought it was better than the first two. So therefore,
Did you pay attention to the first two much? Because I personally didn't like the first one. The second one on SmackDown was way better, and this one beat that. I think that if that's how that was planned, then it was good. Because the first one to me was just an okay match on Raw. I know a lot of people popped for it because it was his first match on Raw. You know what I mean? So I thought it was just an okay match, that first one. And then the second one was really, really good on SmackDown. And to me, this was because it was longer, of course, and he did more stuff.
Well, I like the fact that he did the Styles Clash, but I understand the reprogramming of the audience, getting us ready for the Calf Crusher. But moving on, let's talk about his opponent at WrestleMania, because as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the Wrestling Summit, because I'll throw my name in the hat as well, we predicted. But before that match happens, Kevin Owens had to defeat the hometown hero tonight. He had to spoil the crowd, Dolph Ziggler, which I'm quite frank, every time Dolph Ziggler comes on my TV.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I'll put it this way.
Stop it.
I'm going to give you a because I'm sitting rain and I really. So what I'm going to do is give a quick review on that, and then I'll probably try to jump back on. But no, this was done very well. It was your typical Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler match. Dolph Ziggler puts on a good match. So does Kevin Owens. It was just a more so spotlight that Kevin Owens can do what he does in the ring and to really build him up for WrestleMania. This was done very well. And, of course, Dolph Ziggler wasn't going to win in his hometown.
Right, you're not supposed to.
Who wins in their hometown anymore? That's so 19.
Oh, he started breaking up.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish this thought since the Mike thing we in cahoots anyway. It's so 1990ish, that you want to win in your own town.
You're playing WWE 2K.
one of the reasons Bret Hart left the organization because he didn't want to drop the title in his hometown. You know what I'm saying? So we got the whole screw job thing
I
going
will
on.
always say Brett screw Brett, and that hurts me to say.
Chill.
Don't tell me to chill. Brett. Reason why I say that because only reason why I say that everybody gets mad is, of course, I'm playing on the pun of what Vince said was, where can you work where the company says, this is what I want you to do. We give you one option, two option, and he says no to both. They had no choice.
They gave him like 15, 20 options.
Exactly. I was being nice there. Thank you for adding the other 13. Okay? Like, that's my only thing, Brian. That's the only, listen, I understand what they did was 100% wrong. No, but whatever they said, he was holding them hostage. He was, only way I lose the title is if I chop it to him.
No, it's not wrong. It's like when you don't want to give the company car back and the company comes back, they change the locks on the company. Your passcode doesn't work anymore. You can't get into your email. They just cut it off in the middle of the game.
When they turn the bath, you get fired from work. You go to get out your stuff. You can't get in. You got to use the bathroom, and you try to get into the bathroom. You forget.
All right, look, y'all already have open season on Daniel Bryan every week. Y'all ain't gonna do this to Bret Hart.
First of all, I have the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
We know you told us that on episode 6.
Well, I'm gonna say it on every episode now since you want to bring it up. Okay, I'm just saying, like, I love the guy, but let's keep it real, B.
We were talking Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler not winning at home.
All right. Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler is right now in the middle of the pile. He signed a new contract. I don't know what was in his new contract. If it was a title run or not, it doesn't look like he's getting one.
Oh, you know what it was. It was an opportunity to go Professor's Love for Nikki Bella on Total Divas.
Nah, his opportunity was just to go be able to do his comedy stuff, and it is what it is. He enjoys being in the ring. He's a talent. Younger guys are coming up. I think he falls in. And I hate to say this, and people, and you don't like it, hit me on Twitter at gfather725. WWE is changing. It has no longer those guys who've been WWE stars for majority of the time being hurt because of these indie guys who've been around for 17 years, 15 years, who's really have a following, who's coming in and doing a little bit better. Now, better than because they're getting more of the pop, they're getting more of the crowds, they're getting more of the excitement than some of these guys who've been established WWE stars for a long time. Hey. You can see it in the women's division, and you can see it in the guys' division, that people who wrestled on the indies for a while is going to take spots. I have taken spots of guys like Dolph Ziggler in the WWE. Mike, you shaking your head, but let's look at the past.
I'm gonna tell you one reason only. I'm gonna go to your neck of the woods. I'm gonna go analytics. How many T-shirts do they sell for that man? That boy gets a new T-shirt every 3 months, which means he's doing something right. Every 3 to 4 months, the boy gets a new T-shirt. That's all I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with none of this. I get that the flavors of the months are coming in and getting the pops. I get that, and you're right. And I'm a hashtag Hill Ziggler fan. I know he doesn't have the same luster he used to have before, but you know what he does still do almost better than anybody in the company, and that's still sell and put on a good match. That's just me. He may only be defensively good in the ring. How about, you know what I mean? He doesn't have all the greatest offensive repertoire, but defensively, he sells better than anybody there.
Yeah, but selling and telling the story and getting the fans.
I think the fans do love him. Again, he has T-shirts every other month.
Yeah, but
well, that's your world you live in. You always talk about the money. Yeah, he's selling merchandise.
But the T-shirts selling the merchandise. Zack Ryder sold merchandise.
Zack Ryder ain't sold no goddamn merchandise.
You crazy.
When Zack Ryder was hot,
he sold it for it right when he was hot. How long ago was that?
Dolph Ziggler's not hot.
No, he's not. But they only made one Zack Ryder shirt, maybe 2. Dolph Ziggler has 15.
The 16-year-old teenage girls who still like him.
16-year-old girls still like Dolph Ziggler too.
I know they do.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a 16-year-old little girl. I don't know. I like him, but I think Kevin Owens and I think Kevin Owens has the potential to do something really big at WrestleMania. He said KO Mania. I'm highly anticipating that. I think he will be one of the biggest bright spots in WrestleMania. Again, it's the road. I don't want to sound damper the moment. We talked about it not being the greatest. I think as always, whenever we think that a WWE event's not going to be good, we always get surprised. So how many B pay-per-views we thought were B pay-per-views, we come on a program and go, oh wow, that was good, with the exception of Survivor Series, of course, which to me was the worst ever.
Wow, worst ever.
Yeah, they built me up for Undertaker. I told you that. The Undertaker build-up to me was the biggest letdown.
On that note,
I was so hyped.
Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to go, but not before. Glenn will start off giving his final thoughts.
Final thoughts on this right now. Road to WrestleMania, 42 days, 41 days now since it's 4 minutes to midnight here on the Wrestling Summit. Hey, Road to WrestleMania, enjoy. This is a time where I can be a fan. I can talk about it, discuss about it. I really enjoy the ride to WrestleMania. Each and every week I enjoy seeing who's getting ready to be in Hall of Fame. I think they will announce tomorrow night that the Fabulous Freebirds will be in the Hall of Fame, because I think we will get a WWE Hall of Fame inductee tomorrow night. Person who will be inducted. And I think it will be the Fabulous Freebirds. If they don't get inducted to this year's Hall of Fame, it will be a sin and a shame. And please, people, please, don't say nothing to me about the Freebirds and the Confederate flag. I don't care about that at all. It was the Fabulous Freebirds. They're from Georgia. Whatever it is. I love the Freebirds. Don't give me that stuff. They should be in the Hall of Fame, as well as Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie doesn't get in the Hall of Fame here. I'm telling the Hall of Fame. So if she don't get in, somebody will get a Hall of Fame ticket from me. I'm selling it. She should definitely be in the Hall of Fame this year. And so my thought is, enjoy wrestling, be a fan, and be excited about WWE product. Be excited about some of the matches that we get to see. And please, this is the last thing I say, don't tell me NXT stars should be at WrestleMania. Earn the right.
Hey, Naomi's not an NXT star, man. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I'm clapping that too.
No. Well, Mike, your final thoughts?
Just a few things. I'll be short. I know I can always be long with it. As the lower third says, I won't let it go to waste. Brian does a heck of a job on doing that. So do I miss seeing it yet? I actually do, despite the things that I said about not wanting to see it versus Taker. And then people ask, well, where do you put him at? It has to be somewhere there, someone big. Yes, I know Taker and him is big. In retrospect, it's just something that I think it could be bigger. But where do you put him? I don't know. I think anytime you have any of your big stars not there, excuse me, it's a big deal. But this time of year, again, I'm hoping to our wrestling fans out there that falls at Wrestle_Summit and our own individual Twitter pages accounts, I get my guys to come on every Sunday, because this is the road. This is the time to be excited. And no matter what I do, my job during this season is to hype WrestleMania, because it's our holiday. I love football. I love the NBA. I love March Madness. I love everything that's sports. But you know what? One of my first loves was professional wrestling. I'm not going to let you or anybody else out there tell me anything different. WrestleMania is going to be awesome until I see it. Then it gets the final nail in the coffin, proverbially, of what it is. But hey, follow me every day, guys. Make sure you check it out. Solar Sports tomorrow, Monday through Friday, actually from 5 to 7. Good things coming up in the network on Fox Sports 1340 AM down in Hopewell. Make sure you guys follow back. Mike Knox with 3 X's.
Yeah, you go get some water.
No, it's not that. I told you I'm weather change and I can't talk.
Enough.
When the fan goes up, mouth goes shut.
You met all your obligations for the night. But yeah, my final thoughts, just keep on logging in to www.foxsports1340am.com. That's where you're going to get all your best coverage leading into WrestleMania. We have the Wrestling Summit, of course. Our show and our thoughts are going to be there, but we have another team full of wrestling fans that maybe might put them on the show one day, maybe won't. We'll see. My final thoughts is, like they said, it is. I know everybody said, I'm hard on WrestleMania. I have low expectations this year, but guess what? I had lower expectations last year, and if my expectations are low and they exceed that, then I am just fine. It's when the higher expectations are high, WrestleMania 29, and they're just a tad bit below that. It's when you leave with disappointment. But make sure you catch us. We'll be back next week. We'll talk about what happened on Raw. We'll discuss who is getting in the Hall of Fame tomorrow. The very first Vincent J. McMahon Legacy Award will be announced. It's going to start off 8 o'clock, so we got some just talking off the air. So start off 8 o'clock tomorrow on Raw. Make sure you follow us at Russell_Summit, at Fox Sports 13, at 1340 AM Fox Sports for all your coverage. Until next week, peace.
Give that award to Jim Ross.
Fingers. You said Jim Rome or Jim Ross?
Jim Ross.
Okay, yeah. Got to get him back there.